I'm CWO4 Victor Pinion, U.S. Navy retired, telling some stories of my naval career. This one is when I was a Chief Petty Officer of V-2 Division aboard the USS Ranger, CV-61. The ship pulled into Long Beach Naval Shipyard for a 3-month restricted availability for some repairs to the ship and install some field changes to upgrade the machinery. In any case, it was a very busy time frame. Our families were in our home port in Alameda, California, and they would fly an airplane between Long Beach and Alameda on the weekends to take some of us home to spend the weekend with our families. In any case, but most of the time, we're still there on the ship. We still lived aboard the ship, and we had some difficulty with a lot of the yard workers while we were there, and I told a little bit of that. But this one is recreation. The Long Beach Recreational Services Facility, Navy Recreational Services Facility, had some real nice sailboats that, if you were qualified, you could rent them. And I was qualified. I owned a nice 22-foot sloop in Alameda, and I took their test. I challenged their course and took their test and passed it. And they had some nice 27-foot sloops, and they had some little 14-footers and some 16-footers. Well, also Long Beach did on a routine Wednesday afternoon races every week, sailboat races. And I inquired about that. They said, "Do you guys have a racing team?" I said, "No, we don't, but I could probably put one together from the ship's people." So I went aboard the ship and I advertised for people that were qualified sailors of sailboats to join me in creating a Ranger racing, sailboat racing team so we could compete in the local sailboat races on Wednesday afternoon. I got a total of maybe 7 or 8 people from around the ship, people that knew how to sail. But most of them really had never raced anything, they didn't know the rules. So I was having some training sessions to teach them the rules, racing rules, and we would do some practice races there. And so I was showing them all kinds of things about how to do different things with these little sailboats, the little 14 and 16 footers, which is what we'd be racing. We had a great time doing that, just a wonderful time. And the ship's executive officer, a full commander, he was an aviator, called me to his office one day to inquire about this sailboat racing. I said, "Yes, sir, we put together a team, we're getting our act together there, and we plan on competing in their local races on Wednesday afternoons." His interest was, he was divorced and he had custody of his 2 sons. His interest was to find something for his 2 sons to do to occupy them. So he's wanting to put his 2 sons off on me to teach them how to sail and race sailboats with my racing team. And my basic reply was something along the line of, "That's just not where I'm at, XO, to start from scratch with people that don't know anything about sailing. We're trying to put together a racing team so we can compete. I could never get your sons up to that level in the amount of time that we have." "Okay, just thought I'd inquire," he says, and he dismissed me. Now I go on, but because of that, he didn't really support the racing team idea anymore, and it died. But I did enjoy doing some sailing while we were in Long Beach. I'll carry on.